going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Jose, and I'm fixing the rear wheel hub bearings. When you buy these, it comes off full, like in a complete set. They just don't sell the bearings anymore. This is the old one from the rear passenger. This is a new one. It was like about 60 bucks for both of them in total, so 30 a pop. So I'm gonna show you guys how to put them on. First thing you want to do is jack up. I jack it up from right here, be leveled. Make sure to use a jack stands. Okay guys, so now to take off the wheels is a 19 millimeter. Alright guys, so now the next step is to take the brake caliper off. You're gonna have two bolts right here, this one and this one, which they are 12s. Make sure to put 17 right here so it won't spin. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, now that you put it to the side, you got two 14s, one right here and the other one right here that support this bracket. All right, so now you're gonna take off those 14s like so and put this to the side. Okay, the next step is to take these screws in here. There's one right here and the other one right here. So you can take this rotor off. As you guys can hear, there's no noise, so this one's still good, but you always want to change things in pairs. So in pairs, now you want to take this little screws off. There's two, and then you can grab your rotor and put it to the side. Try not to lose those screws. All right, the next step is to take this little cap where your axle nut is located. The axle nut is going to be a 32 millimeter. The front ones are 36 millimeters, so don't get confused. All right guys, now that you have the little cap off, you see this little indentation right here. That's for the nut, so the nut won't back up, and you could lose your whole wheel like that. So you want to take that little indentation off, push it out that way, and we go ahead and take out this. All right, now that we took out that little indentation in there, go ahead and use a 32 millimeter right here. I bought this in AutoZone for about $7 bucks, I believe. I'm gonna put it in there, and since it's really tight in there, I use a cheater bar. So I use this one from my jack and just put it right here and pull up. So now that you have the nut off, you can go ahead and put your two hands, one hand right here, one hand over here, and push towards you. Be careful, because it might be there a little too tight, and when it snaps off, you're gonna probably roll back and go flying or something. All right guys, now that we have this off, this is the old one. You can see a little marks there. This one's the new one. It comes with a bit of grease, as you guys can see right there. You can go ahead and put it in, but first let's clean this up. Make sure it's pretty clean before we put it in there. We don't want any friction with dirt or any grime that it has right here. All right, we already cleaned it up a little bit. I'm gonna slide it in there. All right, this is the sound of a good one. No sound, barely anything. Now this is the sound of a bad one. now let's put back this nut that we got right here. Put it on. All right, guys, now you want to go ahead and put back your rotor in. They do, since the hub has, you guys can see right here, the hub has its own slots for those screws. Just make sure to put it in the right spot, because if not, you're not gonna have your holes lined up. You can see now they're lined up. Let's put this back together. All right, guys, the next step is to put the caliper bracket, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, I have the bracket on and the brake pads, so now let's go ahead and put the caliper back on. All right, guys, quick recap. So take off the wheel, you want to take off your caliper, which is 12, and then you're gonna hold on to this little nut right here, 17. Once you take off the caliper, you want to take off a caliper bracket. I'm sorry. It's gonna be 14s, 214 in the back. All right, once you take that off, you want to take these 2 screws right here and the rotor off, and after that you want to go ahead and take off your little cap right here. After you take that off, you want to take off this indentation right here, and the nut, axle nut, is a 32 millimeter, and that's it. You want to go ahead and pull that out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.